Welcome, guys. Another episode of WOD Science. Don't know exactly which episode this is, but we know it's the first episode of 2019, so we're back for the new year. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Coach Dave.
Coach Eddie.
And this year, and there goes Nina in the background, there she goes. For the new year, we're planning on just kind of changing up the way we do things for the episodes.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be giving you guys some mobility tips on an injury, a specific injury, but we're also going to address like why, or the most common reasons why we're seeing those injuries that we see in the gym. Kind of giving you some fixes there, so maybe you can identify with some of those movements and say, hey, I do that, and then we'll give you a fix for it, something you can do to help fix it. And then we're also going to start incorporating some progressions into our videos as well. It's not all about movement and stability, which we are also going to incorporate a lot of that in there, but we're going to be starting to show you guys some drills.
Yeah, so you got some drills so you can start mastering some new movements in the gym and start tackling some of that stuff as well.
With that, let's get at it. Hey guys, so we're going to be talking a little bit about the knee today. We've been seeing a little bit of knee pain going around the gym, and what is it and what causes it? It could be a plethora of things, but the main couple reasons what we see is either super tight IT bands, which is going to be right out here, super tight adductors, which is going to be on the inside of the legs, combination of both, or maybe one's stronger than the other and one's weaker. What that means is the kneecap needs to glide, so when I'm squatting, it needs to kind of stay in that groove in the knee. And sometimes, let's say this is super tight or this is super tight. If one of them is tight and I start to squat, it's going to pull that kneecap out of that groove and it's going to go to one side or the other, which can cause some knee pain. The reason why we see that is typically we're squatting either too wide. Okay, so when I squat too wide, you can see the knees are coming inside the toes. We want knees to track outside. So squatting wide can cause some of that. And also by squatting too wide, I'm feeling that really, really tight here, as opposed to if I squat underneath my hips, I can recruit all the muscles which are at the leg, mainly my glutes and hamstrings as I go. So squatting wide would be one reason, or squatting narrow. And if I squat too narrow and I'm not recruiting the outside and the glutes by pressing my knees out, the knees are kind of collapsing or going forward, that's going to put it all here. And then again, we're going to have an imbalance, and that's what's going to cause the issues. Coach Eddie's going to talk to you now about fix.
Hey guys, so Dave just talked on the knee and why we're getting some pain there, and I'm going to give us some tips, little hacks that we can kind of loosen up that knee and the surrounding tissue around it to kind of help with the area. I mean, other than doing your basic hamstring stretches, your adductor smashing, your IT band foam rolling, things like that, I'm talking about the actual kneecap itself and things that we can do here. One of them being the biggest area that we want to make sure we're targeting is the suprapatellar pouch right above our knee, right above the kneecap, right above the patella itself. So we contact that, we create that tension, and we just start extending it and bringing this tissue through a stretch, right, to kind of loosen up the top of our kneecap, let's say. You do that a bunch of times, you spend a good minute on there loosening up. You can take a lacrosse ball and kind of smash it around, lock it in there, extend it up. But loosening that tissue up is going to help free that patella so it tracks properly during a lot of the movements that we were going through in CrossFit. Another one is lack of flexion itself in the knee too. So what I like to do is I'll take a towel or a rag and I'll wrap it around, and then I'll start pulling to create this full flexion. And you'll see that it'll put the front of the kneecap on a stretch too. And the only thing I'm doing is kind of just pulling it and contracting it and creating this full range of motion, this full flexion in the kneecap itself. Another big one that we can do is we can focus on hitting the high gastroc. So our upper part of our calf right here that I think is missed a lot when we do our basic calf stretch. So what I'll do is I'll take that lacrosse ball, I'll pin it in that top tissue, and then I will pull my leg back and I'll just kind of work on that tissue area there, loosening that up as well, kind of freeing that all up. And then the last piece that you guys can work on is just creating that full extension as well. So I'd almost take my knee in contact right above the patella, and I would just apply downward pressure, making sure I have that full range of extension too in my knee. So give those a try. Four little hacks right there that you can work on to help loosen up that patella itself when we're doing squatting and stuff like that.
Remember, optimize your body,
Optimize your potential.
optimize your life. We'll see you guys next time.
Take care.